Welcome to this video on the fundamentals of semiconductor drift and resistance. We'll explore the physics of directed charge flow in solid-state devices. In thermal equilibrium, charge carriers are in constant, high-speed, random motion. This results in zero net movement and no electrical current. Applying an external electric field breaks this equilibrium. It exerts a net directional force, causing the chaotic population to move or drift in a unified direction. The applied field causes acceleration until a collision interrupts the motion. The result is a steady state where the charge carriers maintain an average drift velocity. The relationship between current density, applied field, and conductivity is the origin of Ohm's law. Current density is proportional to the applied field, mediated by the material's conductivity. Resistance is defined by the physical constraints of the semiconductor body. Increased length increases resistance, while increased cross-sectional area decreases it. In semiconductors, both holes and electrons act as carriers. Holes drift in the same direction as the electric field, while electrons drift in the opposite direction. Both movements contribute to a single, conventional positive current. To function predictably, a device needs ohmic contacts. These metal semiconductor interfaces act as unrestricted sources and sinks for charge carriers, ensuring constant resistance. Space charge neutrality requires a continuity cycle. For electrons, as one exits, another enters. For holes, a drifting hole recombines, and a new electron-hole pair is generated to inject a replacement hole. The linear Ohm's law model breaks down under extremely high electric fields. Instead of accelerating further, carriers transfer excess kinetic energy into the crystal lattice as heat and vibration. Due to energy loss to the lattice, drift velocity hits an absolute upper saturation limit. As a consequence, massive increases in the applied electric field result in a nearly constant current output. In addition to drift, diffusion is the second primary conduction process. It is driven by gradients in carrier concentration, moving from high density to low density without an external electric field. Drift conduction is driven by an external electric field, applying a uniform net force. Diffusion conduction is driven by a carrier concentration gradient, based on statistical random thermal spread. Total device current density is the sum of two components: drift current density, which is field-driven flow, and diffusion current density, which is concentration-driven flow. The quasi-Fermi level, or MREF, mathematically unifies the electrical potential of drift and the chemical concentration potential of diffusion into a single, unified electrochemical metric under non-equilibrium conditions. The spatial gradient of the quasi-Fermi levels is the ultimate mathematical summation of both drift and diffusion driving forces. A current exists only when there is a physical slope in these levels. This video synthesized the physics of directed flow. This includes the transformation from equilibrium to directed drift and the physical constraints of resistance.
We also covered high field velocity saturation and the unification of drift and diffusion into total current, dictated by the quasi-Fermi level gradient. Thank you for watching this video.